This video is going to be a little different, probably pretty quick, but it'll make sense once I get into the idea. So, I just finished fleshing out something on this whiteboard here. I was thinking about basically how to approach my creative entrepreneurial endeavors in the future. Things are still quite busy for me with work and other things, so this is longer term thinking when I have a bit more free time, but I basically needed to make sense of things. So got out my whiteboard, scribbled a bunch of stuff down. So if you've ever seen my writing, normally it is very neat. This is what my writing looks like when I scribble things down. So I scribbled all of that and came up with a very nice little framework for myself in how to approach the next step. I have a nice little game plan, I have some clarity as to how to move forward, and I actually even ended up making a little activity task matrix, a 4-quadrant little thing in the corner there. Oops, right there. And it's just breaking down tasks into how enjoyable something is and how easy it is for me to get into it, if I have to force things or not, because I hate forcing things. I would love to just do what I want all the time. My mind jumps from thing to thing. I like switching tasks and activities, and so this is a game plan to try to accommodate that tendency in me. So yeah, I got some clarity and then walked downstairs, and it was just like, okay, done with this, never need it again. Even though I do think this little matrix is pretty cool and can actually be a nice little framework for tasks of all kinds and could probably be helpful for other people. I don't know if it exists already, that someone else has made up the exact same 4-quadrant matrix, probably, but I just scribbled all these things down, and they are things that I think could be useful, and these are the types of things that I would like to share, even just having a whiteboard session and walking through my thoughts and how I create systems and clarify my thinking. But the problem for me is that once I'm done all of this, then my mind kind of mentally checks out from it. I got what I came for, which is a phrase from Barbara Sher, who was a big inspiration of mine when I first came across her, just someone who was a proponent of doing all of the things. And so for me, problem solving, creating these systems and frameworks, even if it's not tested or robust, it's just brain dump, that's good enough for me. I just needed to clarify some things. So I got what I came for, and I can move on. But this is what almost all of my content is like, where I have good ideas, I have frameworks that I want to share, that I'm excited about in the moment, but once I've solved my own problem, then I've moved on, and then there are literally thousands and thousands of other notes and things on my phone, ideas, videos, stuff that just sits there that I just take notes on. So I just took a note in my phone of, once I do something like this, do I force myself to create something around it? Does that have to be fresh on my mind? That's even on the whiteboard, which I totally forgot about. Yeah, you just need to publish and share the things, possibly when it's fresh on your mind. So, once I'm done with this now, I would love to make a video on it, but chances are I probably won't, because my mind will be on to the very next thing, and just that's how it goes all of the time. So that is why I don't publish much of the things that I want to publish, why I don't finish things or create things that I want to create, is because I've gotten what I've come for. I've gotten my own clarity, I've solved my own problem, and it's annoying because I want to create content that help solve other people's problems too. A lot of content creation is solving your own problem and then presenting it to other people and how they can do the same. And like that is kind of the core of what I want my content to be, but I just don't ever follow through because I got what I came for. So I don't have a way forward solution to all of this, but I thought in this moment, at least, I would take advantage of the fact that this is fresh on my mind just to create content around. And yeah, I'll have to let that simmer as to whether I create a new system that resurfaces things like this so that I do create content around it, or whether I just keep doing what I'm doing and get what I come for and then maybe make a video in the moment, and if not, maybe it just gets buried and never sees the light of day. I don't know, but this has been a problem for my whole life and has been a very big problem in wanting to create content and having all of the ideas and times where like I genuinely think I've hit on something good and valuable that can be shared and can be useful for other people, but I just move on to the next thing. So yeah, that's my little spiel for today, and now that I've made this video, I can move on from this and find something else to do. But yeah, I like to jump around from thing to thing and solve problems, but it's basically just for my own clarity, and then that settles my mind enough to then move on to something else. So that's where I'm at today. The end.